Everyone, let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First, for the Warriors, Steph Curry's out there with Klay Thompson. What a tremendous talent, getting ready for his first NBA appearance. And it's Green in at the 4 spot. And looking at the Knicks, Derrick Rose is out there with Alec Burks. They've got Robinson. He's thrilled for this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. And it's Randall in at the 4 slot. Now here's Rose. Passes it to Knox. He feeds it to Burks. Rose gets the three-pointer to fall. Rose has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, for a long time for the New York fans, going to see a Knicks game was an exercise in masochism, but they turned it around in a big way, and now this is a tough place to play for a road team.
Launches it. The shot is off, and New York will come the other way. And a fast break now for New York. No good from Knox.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And Clark, that's what winning's going to do for you. The Knicks had the second best home record in the East last season as they won 31 games here.
Well, you know, Kevin, there's so much mystique here in this building. I mean, everybody loves to play in New York. It's the mecca for basketball in this country. And when NBA players come into New York, they can't wait to play against this Knicks team. And the Knicks, they want to defend their home floor.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
And thank you for that, Doris. Clock is at 3. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Golden State on deep. It's a 3-point game. Burks with it. Pass to Randall. It's tipped. It's stolen by Green. Gives him the lead pass. And that one's good.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Burks. Outside Rose. Five to shoot. From 13, Green with the block. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Count that one.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Rose goes in. Here's Robinson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Now here's Curry. Curry gets the screen from Green. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Knox. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rose passes to Knox. They get it again. Robinson.
7.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
And here is Curry. Pass to Thompson. Wiggins. Green, the screen. Doubled by Randall. Thompson for the triple. Good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in '07 when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about, 19-22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that, had them go 6-1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. He was a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team.
Different look here for the Warriors. Gibson a screen. Number 5, defended by Poole. Gibson the screen. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Now the pass to Poole. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kicks to Curry. A 3. Another 3 for Golden State. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Number 5, defended by Poole. The shot by Payton. Here's Gibson, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Gibson's got his first points of the game. 1 second left. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Yeah, this team played an excellent first quarter offensively, moving the ball and getting a good flow to their offense. That's why you see those big assist totals.
Yeah, very timely passing for them, Steve, and that's why they've been able to jump out to this lead.
It's Curry with the drive. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. That one goes. Count it. Curry's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Warriors. Knicks trail by 3. Barrett, defended by Kelly. Barrett, the pass to Payton. There's the dish to Gibson. There's the killer two-handed slam. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
A solo fast break. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
And these two teams continuing to trade blows like heavyweights in the middle of the ring.
So many times tonight, the energy in this building has gone from one way to the other.
Passes to Poole. He passes to Kelly. For the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
Number 5. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 5.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3. A lot of high hopes for the Knicks in last year's playoffs. They started off so hot, but then let the series against Boston drag on, and eventually went to 7 games, and they fell to the Pacers in the second round after that.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. For 3, no good from Poole. The Knicks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Gibson with the screen on Curry. Off the screen. And that one hits back iron. And the Boston series did drag on them, you could tell. You wonder if they were a bit fatigued going into that Pacers series. Steve, Indiana just outplayed him, outworked him in every way in the second round.
Yeah, I think it was a factor, Kevin, and really the Knicks have only themselves to blame. They had Boston down 3-1 and a home game to close it out, but they couldn't get it done. And there's no doubt that affected them against Indiana in the next series.
And he makes the first.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steadying presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
And again, no good by Golden State. New York leading by 3. Bullock passes to Barrett. He kicks it to Robinson. Lays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got 6. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
1:15 left in the second quarter. Pass to Barrett. Lee with the steal. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The Knicks making a switch here. Here is Rose. There's the pass to Randall. He's against Green. A reverse. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
The Knicks got off to a fast start, but when you employ as many old bodies as they did last year, it's hard to sustain the level of play you need over the course of a full season. It's one reason they started to falter a bit late in the year.
And Clark, you said it, the Knicks did hit that lull last season right after the All-Star break into early March. But, Steve, when the vets saw the finish line in sight, they picked up their play and got back in it.
That's right. They won 13 games in a row late in the season, catapulting themselves back into the top tier of teams in the East, and let everyone know that they would not be exiting the playoffs early. That really was the start of that run. And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry, step on the gas here.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
29 seconds left now here in the second. Goes off the bit from Randall. Rose passes to Randall. 15 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Robinson. Clock at 6. And it's blocked by Bazemore. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Thompson outside. And that's not going to go. And the first half ends in a close one. It's the Knicks. They lead by 1.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going out in New York. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. New York leading against Golden State. Wiping the glass defensively. Look, no streaks. They're preventing any second chance opportunities. Taj Gibson making his presence felt. They're also seeing Derrick Rose put up some solid numbers in this one. On the other hand, Golden State also been giving it their best. High speed, high energy. Every time they get the ball, they're off and running. Stephen Curry's been productive. The bucket looks about 5 feet wide for him. He hasn't missed one shot. Can you believe it? Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making, too. Really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game. It's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Golden State moving it around. Passes it to Wiggins. Burks covering. For the lead, rejected by Burks. Back to Rose. Feeds it to Burks. He dishes it to Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose.
Well contested shot, and they did an excellent job of not fouling the shooter.
Defense is about effort and commitment and discipline. He's a good defender because of those things.
Green kicks to Thompson. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Makes the lead pass. So they take the lead.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Yeah, the Warriors turnaround, I think, in large part because of the improvement defensively and on the boards last year. There was a 5 or 6 year stretch where Golden State was maybe the worst team in both categories in the entire league, but the schemes have changed, the personnel, the intent, the toughness, and it has all led to a new era for the Golden State Warriors basketball team.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Burks with it. Picked up by Thompson. Rose goes in. The 3. The shot's good for Knox. And back to the Warriors looking to pack the paint. If you want to get into a 3-point shooting contest with them, well, I think they'd welcome that.
I agree. I mean, with the Splash Brothers in the backcourt, you can get sprayed in a hurry from all angles. I mean, those guys are terrific. But again, their improved defense and rebounding was a big part of their success as well.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Noel's checked in for Robinson. Just 2 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Curry dishes to Green. Back to Curry. To the middle. Norman. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they also got a lot of help from the group of rookies that they had, and a number of those rookies played prominent roles down the stretch and in the playoffs.
And so he hits both. Well, Clark, as you said, the Warriors did lean on their rookies as the season went on. 4 of them in all, with 3 coming in the draft and 1 walking on the roster. Big help, Steve, from them in the opening round of the playoffs.
Yeah, pretty remarkable that a team could do that well in the postseason, relying on so many rookies, but it speaks to their maturity, their character, the group they've put together, and it's very promising in terms of their long-term success.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And front power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Wiggins. It's rebounded by New York.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Burks. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Pass to Wiggins. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
And the Warriors making a change here. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Goes off the big from Randall. Outside Rose. Dishes it to Payton. There's the feed to Noel. Shot clock at 6. Feed away. Payton can't get it to go.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Poole. And the 3 off target. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Tries to save it. Here's Rose. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season. He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
There's a screen. On its way from Cook. Drilled it just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
No way.
Well done. Big time shot in the clutch.
No, he was done.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. Here's Rose. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Rose has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks. The Warriors trail. Here's Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Randall.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Rose, no good.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. There were only 3 teams in the East that had a positive record against the Western Conference, and the Knicks were one of them. When you have talent like this team does, it doesn't really matter where your opponent is from because you're going to be able to compete.
The Knicks making a switch here. Both free throws good from Poole. Well, Clark, as you mentioned, the Knicks against the West, when you have the offensive capabilities from deep that they did, you know, Steve, you're never really out of the game. Yeah, you should know.
Well, they could just shoot their way back into games very easily. And that's what they did a lot of times against some of those teams in the West. But you have to play well against the West if you want to win your division. And the Knicks were able to do that last year.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
You got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Rose goes in. From down in the low post, it goes. Rose has got 4 this quarter.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Down low, number 95. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Boy, this is shaping up to be a real barn burner.
Well, I think it already is. I mean, we're going to find out which team tightens up under the pressure and which one can stay poised.
Different look here for the Warriors. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Thanks again, Doris.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
They kick it out to Green. Back to Curry. Thompson outside. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Curry against Rose. Warriors with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Thompson right side. He feeds it to Curry. Fades back. And that one goes long.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those when he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Noel. Gets it to go.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Back to Curry. They kick it out to Green to take the lead. Rose with the rebound. Rose has got his third rebound on the night. Here's Burks. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
Robinson's checked in for Noel. Green kicks to Curry. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. He passes to Wiggins. Here's Green. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And guys, let's get your check on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
Randall, guarded by Green. Randall passes to Rose. And Robinson that time on the assist by Rose. That's now 8 points for Robinson.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And Curry, here we go, connects. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket. Desperate.
Randall, guarded by Green. Here's Randall, the kick out to Rose. Connects from downtown.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
They kick it out to Green. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He hushed them up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to strike with the crowd. You're right.
It's like they're stunned. I mean, they don't know what to think.
Here's Randall. Yes!
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And they got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all.
Curry's shot is good.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Rose against Curry. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Well, Kev, that took forever. I don't know what took them so long, but the coaching staff can't be pleased with that right now.
It's stolen by Green. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 2. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Burks with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
So a close game sees New York take this one. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Derrick Rose.